This is my scolding hot take, and you're either going to be ready to hear this or you're not going to be. Women historically have been slaves. I understand there's different forms of slavery, but women, in the true definition of the word, have been enslaved. Marriage was the act of making women property. Marriage was the way of exchanging women as property.
Many months later.
You never wanted to be anybody's girlfriend, and now you're somebody's wife.
Would you look at that? No surprise to anyone, another TikTok man-hating, anti-marriage feminist gets married. Wow, how shocking. There are so many performative man-haters on this app. You don't hate men for real. You want to be a wife. You want to be a wife to a very rich man. Like, that's okay. Be honest with yourself. You would think after Wizard Liz, people would stop taking the advice from these people, but people continue to take it. Stop taking advice from TikTok. I'm so serious. All people do is lie. They're gonna come on this app and tell you not to date men. They're gonna tell you not to get married. All the while, they are actively dating men. All the while, they are pursuing engagement and then married. Stop being a fool. My extremely unwoke and controversial opinion is that people are more inclined to tradition than they like to admit to themselves. More people want a traditional life than they like to admit. And they're gonna come online and try to frame it otherwise. But like in reality, most people will end up the exact same way everyone has ended up for the past like 100-something thousand years. This is how we have people talking about dismantling the patriarchy in one breath and wanting a provider man, masculine and feminine, masculine energy in the next. Like, people are so wishy-washy. No one actually has real beliefs. In a way, I feel like it's more dangerous for you as a woman to be in denial about wanting to get married than it is to like pursue marriage, because when you're like deeply in denial about it, you're gonna start deluding yourself into it. You're gonna start missing the obvious red flags because you're so much more invested into like keeping up an appearance, versus if you're going into this like you want to get married, you're gonna like have a more straightforward vision for what you want in your life, and you're gonna be able to see the red flags more often. I mean, it happened to Wizard Liz, guys.
The MJ Grays of the world getting married. I've been telling y'all for the longest time, pandering is a billion-dollar business. Pandering lines their pockets. If everything a creator says, it always is agreeable to you, y'all understand something. The closest people in your life, you're not going to agree with them 100% of the time. So if a random person on the internet just happens to, oh yeah, everything they say affirms my beliefs, everything they say I agree with, everything they say is just like it aligns with my, y'all, they're pandering to you. You're lining their pockets. Y'all, I have a great community on here. I know that not everything I say is going to align with everything they believe all the time. I have 40,000 followers. Of course someone's going to disagree with me, and that's okay. That's normal. That should let you know, hey, yo, he probably is saying what he actually thinks. If at any point everything I say aligns, and nothing I say like comes against what you think to some degree, then yeah, y'all, like, that's not a good sign. Pandering is a billion-dollar business.
Shout out to the Panderers. Man, oh man. Yeah, y'all constantly getting rich and famous off of other people's pain, especially those of y'all who pander to women. The world's biggest consumers, y'all have made a killing pandering to them. And a lot of y'all don't even practice what you preach. Y'all know what you're doing, and you've gotten rich off of it. So kudos to you. As April Mason once said,
I'm going to keep it at 1,000 with you. If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff.
She's right. What's going on, everyone? This is your man, Brandon Geo, one half of Residual Impact. Hey, yo, check it. This video right here is, again, dedicated to all the panderers, especially those of y'all who've pandered to women, because y'all have really made a killing off of it. It's a formula that works time and time and time and time again. And a lot of us fellas, we just sit back and watch, because we know many of you panderers do not live the lives that you speak about. But hey, whatever it takes to make a buck, right?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, I saw this trending on TikTok and it just kept popping up on my feed. And I'm just like, yo, who the heck are these people talking about? And then I found out. There's an influencer on TikTok by the name of MJ Gray. And she made a living off of telling women that they should not get married. And she was very anti-marriage until now.
Marriage was the property transfer of a woman between her father and her husband. Regardless of how you feel about it, that's the fact. That was the original purpose of marriage as a construct. The reason why you see divorce rates rise is because women finally have agency over whether or not we stay in these marriages. The reason why you're seeing marriage rates and birth rates decline is because for the first time in human history, women have had more agency than we've ever had on whether or not we get married in the first place and whether or not we decide to have children. There is a reason why women have been socially conditioned into believing that if we don't have children, or if we're not married, or a man didn't choose us, that's like the biggest insult to our identity or our value as human beings. I personally disagree with the entire construct of marriage. I believe that marriage signifies the ownership of women, and I disagree with it as a concept as a whole.
If you guys have made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. It's completely free and it goes a long way.
Also, don't forget to leave a comment because we like to hear from y'all. We want to know what y'all think. Is the video good? Does it suck? Did you learn something from it? Just say hello. Put a smiley face. I don't care. Just write something. Interact. Communicate. We like those things.
Now back to the video. So first things first, to all of the ladies who are watching, don't believe what a lot of these man haters are telling you because they don't even practice what they preach. They are selling you a dream while all you are doing is boosting their engagement, lining up their pockets, making them rich while they sit back and tell you don't get married, don't have kids, don't raise a family. Look, I saw this quote on Twitter and it just really resonated with me when it came to this topic. Somebody said, MJ Gray should be an example to all women that feminism is a business until Prince Charming comes and changes your mind.
He ain't lying.
She made a killing deceiving women. So yeah, that's crazy. And it's kind of funny. Like, I can't stop laughing at this because now the women are upset. But before I get into that, this is a video of MJ speaking on it after she started getting backlash.
Yes, I am engaged. Yes, I am the same person who made several videos saying that I never had any plans to get married, I did not want to get married, and I did not agree with the institution of marriage. The gag is, I still don't agree with the institution of marriage.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
But in those videos, I made caveats. Under certain circumstances, like if you plan on having children, if you plan on living together, if you plan on buying property together, those are the situations where marriage does make sense. I don't think you should feel like getting marriage is a milestone that you must make in your life to feel like an accomplished person. I don't think it's an accomplishment. I don't think as women you should feel pressured to get married, because when women are pressured to get married, they end up in bad situations. I'm in a good situation, and I cannot tell you all of the details of the situation I'm in because now the situation I'm in involves another person. So I have to maintain privacy around my relationship, and I will be even more stringent about that going forward. I owe it to my partner, who does not have any kind of presence online at all, to protect our privacy as a couple. I am in a good situation. I'm with someone who is fantastic, and I'm in a good situation. Again, I cannot give you all the details of the situation that I'm in. You just have to take my word for it. If you think that I'm a dumb bitch, then you think I'm a dumb bitch, and it's probably not a good idea to follow me anymore. If you think I'm full of shit, then you think I'm full of shit, and you probably shouldn't follow me anymore. All I've ever done online was share exactly how I feel at that specific point of time, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Engaging with influencers, content creators, when engaging with social media, you need to utilize discernment. And that has been a pillar of the things that I've said on this channel since its inception. You need to have discernment. If anything I've said had caused you to make major life decisions or to not make major life decisions, that's not a good sign. You need to make decisions for yourself for what is best for you. Because it's true. I can't promise you that I'm never going to change my mind. I can't promise you that I'm not going to get more information and make a different decision in the future. I can't promise you that because I'm a human being. All I can do is my best to be honest and forthcoming about what's going on in my life while also protecting myself, my partner, and my privacy. I deserve that. Because again, I'm a human being.
Hey, well, there you have it as far as her explanation goes. And she pretty much hit the nail on the head when it comes to one thing. You have to have discernment when you are following influencers. You shouldn't be looking up to these people as if they are God or if they are gods. Like, they're human beings too. Don't take every single word that they say as law, because it's not. For the most part, they're just sharing their opinions, and they make mistakes just like you, just like me. So she's right when she said, have discernment when you're following content creators. Have discernment, guys. Use your own brain.
Use your common sense.
Don't take every word that they say as law. But we all know some people are just sheep and they're going to do it without any discernment anyway. Because I've never followed this woman before in my life. I've never seen her page, but I heard that she initially had more than 500,000 followers. And last I checked, let me see, as I'm recording this, she is now at 421,000 followers. God damn. Yeah. And yesterday when I saw this, she was at 424,000 followers. So the last time I've been on her TikTok, she lost at least 3,000 followers. And I'm sure there are more to come. Yeah, these people should have been awake, but hey, they're waking up now. So much so that TikTok is on fire with reactions from this girl's engagement. So let's take a look.
Not the I hate men influencers getting married to men. Y'all build a whole brand about hating men and then turn around and get married to a man. Like, let's be honest, there are patterns in male behavior. A lot of it is trash. I've seen it. You've seen it. We've all experienced. And this is why I shut the hell up, because I know how I am. And I'm not about to build my whole personality around hating men and swearing them off forever. Because what gets me is creators creating an entire platform. I hate men. Never get married. Relationships are a scam, etc., etc., etc. Just to turn around and do exactly what they said they were never going to do. And it's not even about her changing her mind. Of course, we're allowed to evolve. We're allowed to change our stances, our opinions. It's the fact that she built an audience around a belief in an extreme that she didn't even believe in long term. She taught a whole community to operate from bitterness, and then she removed herself from that mindset quietly. This is why you can't be following people on the internet, because y'all look fucking corny. Y'all look so corny at the end of the day. I'm not anti-men. I'm also not pro-men everything. But I just think you can acknowledge issues without turning it into your entire identity and encouraging people who aren't, very smart to follow you in that certain personality or identity or belief that you don't even believe in. Like, child, anyways, some of y'all aren't healed. You're just loud.
Y'all thought a white girl with 500,000, 500,000 followers bashing men all day wasn't gonna go out and get a man? Y'all thought she was gonna sit and talk to y'all asses? If you can't handle grifters or liars or these content creators, baby, you gotta get off the app. You need to go watch King Batch skits or some shit. Like, babe, this is for real deal hustlers on this app. What are you guys y'all need to be bashing yourselves. Y'all up here having a conniption, eyes bulging, veins popping out over a girl who's talking about men, built up all those followers and all that access. Like, you thought she wasn't dating behind the scenes, and when you find out that she's probably pregnant with twins right now, you guys are gonna be in the ICU this week. You're going straight to urgent care. Y'all need to start taking this shit at face value. This is not the first, second, third, or 1,000th time these creators have played y'all. And I go to her page, it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Congratulations to her and the happy couple, really. Like, I mean, y'all cannot keep putting your heart and all your belief into. I went outside and guess what I did? I lied 3 times for no reason. It was unnecessary. I shouldn't have done it. So imagine me getting on here and popping it and all like profit. Like, guys, stop, cut it out, wrap it up.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You open your phone and you get on social media, and you follow creators that say not to talk to men, not to sleep with men, and not to marry men. And that is what they promote all day, every day. That is the basis of their page. How much they dislike men and why women should not interact with men. A couple years go by, and that same creator gets online and announces their marriage. And not only do they announce their marriage, they explain to y'all that their man is different from every other man that they've been talking about for the last couple of years. And y'all buy that? So you trying to tell me the person that tells you how horrible men are is getting married? The person that told you not to get married is getting married. The person that told you not to have kids for men is having a child, and you support that? Ladies, this ain't making no sense. Who's doing the math here? How do y'all support some of these creators? They literally get on here and ruin y'all lives and then run off into the fucking sunset and go live theirs with their husband and kids and leave y'all lost in the dust. Y'all still on social media trying to find new creators that's pushing the same narrative, and the thing about it is they all go through the same transition. They hate men, but as soon as they find one that they actually like, all of a sudden their man is different. And y'all bought that. Boy, I tell you, man, you can't make this shit up. But you know what? I know you ain't listening to shit that I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all get to change.
MJ Gray announces her engagement after all these videos and content where she was trying to keep the girls single. Where she was telling the girls that she didn't believe in marriage, she didn't want to be married. And as much as you would want to be mad at the content creator for saying one thing and doing another, which a lot of content creators do, you really need to be mad at yourself for falling for it, right? A content creator can create whatever type of content, but if you're stupid enough to actually fall for what they be doing, you need to check your discernment. I done always said it. If you watch somebody and you enjoy content from a person who is extremely biased, this person clearly has an agenda, whether it be hating men, hating women. They get on this app every day and push the same post in a different format every single day about not liking the other gender. And you don't find that suspicious?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You need to be mad at yourself for being stupid. You need to be mad at yourself for hating men or women so much that you allowed your discernment to go completely out the window and allowed yourself to be manipulated by some dummy on TikTok. Sometimes when people question me about my authenticity, about the lifestyle that I live with being happily single, a lot of times I be wanting to be offended until I remember how many TikTok creators are liars, right? How many have been caught in doing the very thing that they get on this app every day and say that they don't do. And when I think about that, I don't be offended no more because I realize that's fair. That's fair that they think I'm lying. That's fair that they think that I'm getting on here and saying one thing and doing another, because most of the people that get on here are.
Okay, I thought we all knew that, like, some women who are like posting male bashing content all the time, like, yeah, duh, that's still male centered, like, duh, we're coping, but I know that I still want to be married, and I'm not faulting nobody being mad at MJ Gray, because I mean, that bitch overdid it. Like, I'm never going that far. Like, she has said some things that was very extreme about marriage for her to be engaging in it, but at the end of the day, white women are fake. Like, white people are fake as like, they're not even real to each other. So shocked but not surprised, because I've never been like, deep down her rabbit hole. I never follow her. I will see some of her content. I've been seeing the clips. She was over fucking doing it. Like, I don't know, but I think the point of like being a male hater, at least for me, like, I'm just not falling for the shit. Like, I'm not falling for the bullshit. Hopefully, I mean, you know, because they get real creative with the ways that they try to possess women instead of just trying to just, you know, be a genuine person. They don't know how to do that. They don't. But I thought that we knew, like, a lot of the women who make man bashing content, or even the, I specifically love the brand of I hate my boyfriend content. It's not I hate men specifically. It's like I hate my boyfriend. And there is a difference. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a little bit more softcore than like I hate men. But they do be right though. The I hate men content, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. But I'm not saying I'm not gonna be with them. But like, yeah, white women are just fucking fake. End of story. Duh.
You guys cannot understand how happy the MJ Gray situation has made me. Here's a woman that built up a 500,000 follower count, making over-the-top, divisive, man-hating content. She said men aren't worth anything. She would never get married. Men are not needed. They're terrible humans. They're terrible people. That marriage is insane. It's crazy. If women are thinking about getting married, they need to not think about it. And now she's engaged about to get married. And women are losing their mind in the comments, and it's making my day. Here's another thing. She said we need to forget about all of this designer culture and all of the Chanel and the Dior. And what is she doing now? Showing off her Chanel and her Dior that her fiance is getting for her. Do you know how good of a day this is for me? Because I've been telling women for years on this app that these content creators like her, they are hypocrites. They do not really believe what they're saying. They're using you to monetize you. They're not believing anything that they're putting out. They're just using your bad experiences. And instead of telling you, hey, yes, you had a tough time, but it gets better, still date, still look for your person, they take your pain and your hurt and your breakups and they weaponize it and monetize you. You know how happy this makes me.
I mean, Don P is right, yo. Like I said in my previous video about panderers, and I didn't speak about women who pander, but that might be in the next video. But yeah, like I said, panderers profit off of women's pain, your trauma, your past experiences. You get to a point to where you've been done dirty by one or two guys, and here comes a panderer telling you everything that you want to hear, ladies. And they're telling you that because they know that you're going to tune into them. You're going to constantly tune in. You're going to share it with your friends who have been through the same situations that you've been through. And then next thing you know, these content creators, these influencers who have been pandering to you for weeks, months, years even, you're going to keep watching them, and then eventually they're going to sell you a course, or they're going to sell you some books, or they're going to sell you tickets to one of their events. Panderers know this. They know this. You're just making them richer because you're following their horrible advice. But anyway, that's all I have for this video, man. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Let's have a conversation. Fellas, ladies, let's chop it up, because a lot of y'all are getting got, whether you believe it or not. Bars. But nah, for real, like, a lot of y'all are getting got, whether you believe it or not. Women are getting lied to and pandered to all the time. And then in turn, a lot of the fellas, you guys are running into these same women who have had their minds warped listening to this nonsensical content from other content creators that are just bashing y'all to these women. And they don't want to give y'all the time of day. They want to use you for your money before they bleed you dry like a well and then move on to the next sucker. So, fellas, if you run into any women who listen to these content creators, run. Do not give these ladies the time of day. I won't even say just hit. Don't even hit, because chances are you're going to end up knocking that girl up and you're going to have a connection with her for the rest of your life. Don't even touch her. Ladies, stop following these content creators who just constantly bash. They're not giving you guys anything positive to look forward to. They're just bashing the opposite sex, and they're making a living off of you, whether you know it or not. All the attention you're giving them, all the views, all the comments, all the engagement, they are monetizing that. They're monetizing you. Cut it out.
But anywho,
again, that's all I have for today. I thank each and every single one of you guys for tapping in. You know I can't leave without saying, where you are today is a residual outcome of the thoughts you had in the past. Till next time, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video. Drop a like, drop a comment, and hype the video up if you're watching on a mobile device. It helps us go a long way and it pushes us through the algorithm. Till next time, peace.